Hi everyone, it's Diane from Pretty Pink Cottage. Thank you for joining me today. I welcome every one of you, whether you are old-timers, some of you have been with me for a very, very long time, or newcomers, or anything in between. I'm always happy to have you come along. So today's July 1st as I'm making this video, and I need to start working in this journal. And you may remember that I made a patriotic journal, and why aren't I using this for the summer? July 4th is coming right up. But this is a large 3-signature journal, and since it's already July, I think I would rather start this journal in May or June, so I'm going to save it for next year. So I needed a smaller journal that would just work for 2 months. And this one has 2 signatures in it, so that's what I'm going to go with. I bought this journal from Aleece's Attic, I think. I have to double check. And I will link whoever's shop this came from below. So the problem was it was coming apart. The stitching is loose. So I'm going to cut these threads out, and I'm going to resew it. And I'm going to do both signatures because this one is a bit loose too. And it's not a problem because, you know, I do this all the time. I'm just going to clip the pages together so that when I cut them out, they're still going to stay together so the holes line up. And then I'll take this waxed linen thread and cut 3 times the length of the pages, and I always add a little extra. And she had the threads on the outside, so I think I'll just do that again. Find the hole on the outside. Make sure I have this right side up. Maybe it doesn't matter. Everything is sideways, so I think that's right side up. And it's a 3-hole signature, 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I normally do a 5, but the 3-hole is very similar to the 5. So I come up the center or go down the center, whichever way you want the threads to tie, and then just go up or down, doesn't matter. Ouch, poked myself. It's not coming up. Oh, I'm looking at the hole for the other signature. Yes, it's coming up in the right place. And then, just like in the 5-hole pamphlet stitch, you skip the middle when you're going back down. Skip right over it and go to the bottom hole. And pull your threads tight as you go. Go back down through the center. And you're going to come out on the outside. Pull it tight. Don't pull it so hard that you break your threads. I've done that before. So here's the line of thread that goes down the spine, and I have one end on this side and one end on this side. So it's going to encase that thread when I tie it. So I just tie a knot or a bow. Well, you need a knot underneath the bow. Still feels a little loose, but let's do the other one and see how it goes. That's not a loose end. I think she poked those holes with an awl or a little punch because they're bigger than just using the poker that I use. See, that hole looks a lot bigger than the ones I use. Maybe that's why they wiggle a little bit, but this one was actually coming loose. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Okay, signatures are now sewn in. I haven't really given any thought to how I want to decorate in here, what kind of style, but it is, you know, kind of grungy, kind of shabby, so definitely go with that style. Maybe I'll put a pocket on the front or maybe just a label. I did bring some things over with me. I brought my two ephemera binders. This is like the eclectic one. It has a little bit of everything in it. So I might pull stuff from here. And I have my flower and bird one. Flowers, birds, and butterflies. And I brought these over here to the table. Some of my digital ephemera boxes. Some ladies. Looks like girls in there too. Green and yellow ephemera. This is, I think a lot of this is Tremblay letterpress that I used, and blue. There's blue and Tremblay letterpress, which is patriotic looking. And these shabby ones, I'll probably use a lot of those. And also these shabby ones that are little purses and pockets that look like they're made out of paper. And some are made out of fabric, but they're AI generated. But they're really cool. I like them. And some labels in here. So those are the kinds of things that I will start with using anyway. I have this pouch of stuff. Maybe let me see if there's something I can make a pocket with on the front. This was a bundle that came with one of the journals that I purchased. It wasn't this journal. There's a lot of stuff here, so I can share. I can use it for more than one journal. Oh. Did I bump that? Just a little pocket here, I guess. So when I make journals for myself now, I started putting bundles together for my journals like I do for the ones that I'm selling, because it's just nice to have a packet of things you can use. Oh, I like this fabric one. Cool. I'll just glue this little bit of embroidery edge to the edge of the pocket. I think I want a little decorative element here. Whoops, pardon me. Could be one of these grungy number labels. This took a lot of cutting. I don't remember if the blues and the pinks were in separate kits. They probably were. And there's neutrals too. I think they're all from the same. Wild Sunflower is the name of the shop. I would never have remembered that if I hadn't stuck that in there. I just love the pink grungy. It's my style. Pink. I think I'll put that there. And I'll ink this. Yeah. I think I have my inks right here. Some things are where they belong. But maybe not the vintage photo. I'll use black soot instead. It's always fun to start a new journal. I'm sorry. There's a tiny little hole there. What it needs to be a hole. So I'm just going to use this journal. I said it in a previous one. I'm just going to use this journal for July and August. And then I have a textbook that I turned into a journal, elementary textbook, arithmetic, that I will start using in September. And it's a big one. It's a thick journal, so that will probably last to the end of the year at least. I don't use December journals like Christmas journals. I make some, but I don't use them. Cut those out and grunge them up. Just gonna look grungy. had a little bit of black soot on the stencil, so it mixed in with the vintage photo. I like that. Okay, now that's just the cover. Let's do something to the first page. If I could find one with a 7 to represent the month of July. I want the pink there, 7. I'll use that. I don't know if I want a fashion lady. I like those guys. Maybe I'll make them a little tuck spot so I can put a journaling card inside. I do have to have room to write. Okay, so that's my grungy first page. I'll do something a little bit different on this page. I like this shirt and yeah, a shirt advertisement. Shows it better over here. going to use this corrugated cardboard to stamp some lines here. Gives me some faint lines to write on. I'll have to find something cool to put in there. I don't know what that will be. All kinds of yellow stuff. Biographical. Those things are fun. I might put that on there just to be a decoration, not a pocket. I have all these digitals that I don't use that much. So I think I'm going to use a lot of them in this journal, but I want to use some real vintage stuff too. So that's a few days worth of writing that I can do. Oh, look at that. Pretty. I'll probably end up putting something up there, but I'm going to say that's it for today. I'm glad you came along with me today. I'm looking forward to using this little journal. I like having opportunity to get out my ephemera pieces and just glue them in willy-nilly, however I feel like it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.